And welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. It is Friday. All right, I sound like strangling a cat there for a second, but I don't care. It's Friday. That means I'm here with my sister Blister. My co-host, Gifts of Faith. What's up, Sister Blister?
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We're back in almost. I need to get you a white collar to put on that, the little pink tie.
Look, I have to.
You're like, I need the pink. That's okay, because that's what we do every Friday here is we wear pink. Pink is the day, and that is the color of the day. And even the moderators wear pink, except for one. And... It's good stuff. All right. So I'm so glad that everybody's here, guys. You know, this is how we do things here. We're going to call out your name. When we call out your name, we're going to ask you to put your question out there. Go ahead and put your question out there. Free readings are 3 minutes long. We're going to tag team. So basically, for each read that we do tonight, you're going to get 1 minute and 30 seconds with each of us. If you decide to jump the list, you will get a much longer reading. It takes as long as it needs to in order to get the message out. And if you're looking for a mediumship reading, please do the same. You know, make sure that you know who you're wanting to connect with, and we'll see what we can pick up on the situation. You can also just go ahead and ask a question during that time. It will also guarantee your reading. And guys, tune in on Monday. There's going to be some changes coming up, so I can't wait to be able to talk to you guys about them changes. And I have a guest that's going to be with us. Xtina is going to be joining me on Monday's show. She is one of the newer people joining our site. So, guys, I cannot wait for you guys to get the chance to meet her and get some reads in with her. So, definitely looking forward to having those conversations and getting some really good reads. Guys, remember, we are here 5 nights a week. So, definitely don't forget to tune in to watch us every night at 10. We are here at 7 as well, and we have the late show at 12:30 a.m. right after these shows tonight. There is not one, but it is Friday, so why not take the weekend? Anyways, I'm really excited, and guys, we're going to post that link for you again here. It's for the full mini read or a mediumship reading that you must donate in order to get either one of those. Remember, 3 minutes, minute and 30 seconds with myself and Faith. And we're going to try to get to as many of you guys as we can. We're looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. So let's start this off by looking at this jump list here. And guys, do remember, we have a contest rolling. So make sure you're sticking around until the hour and 45-minute mark on the show, because that's when we're going to announce the winner. And you have to be a part of mypsychicconnection.com to receive your prizes that we hand out every show. And remember, guys, we have a contest still going as of right now. Between now and the end of this season, we're going to be giving away an Apple iPad to the person who jumps the most. And I know all of you are like, oh, Blanca's going to get it. Blanca ain't in the lead right now. So, surprise! You guys have a chance, and you have many months to do so.
I think the season lasts until May, guys. So, you know.
Yes. May, I think it's the 28th. That'll be our last show for season 2, and then we'll get ready to get into our summer show which is going to be the game show that we were talking about earlier. And there'll be some information put out about that. So for any of you that are psychic that want to get on the game show and get a shot in a radio show with us and all kinds of fun stuff, you guys can do that. Remember, we're on iHeartRadio, Alexa, anywhere a podcast can be heard, we're there. So it's real easy. All you got to do is say MPC Live, and they'll ask you what episode. All right, Faith, are you ready to rock and roll and kick ass and take names?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
I think other people take the names.
Well, I didn't say we had to take the names. It just said take names. I'm going to say names, if that helps. All right. Well, let's go ahead and check that jump list real quick before we get started. That way we don't miss out on anybody who has moved forward on that list. So let's make sure. And guys, remember, be kind, be courteous to everyone, because just because a question is not important to you doesn't mean it's not important to the person asking the question. So that's why we ask you guys to be kind and courteous. If you cannot do that, then we will have you removed from the list. So no playing around on that. We won't allow anybody to pick. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, send emojis, thumbs up, hearts, smiley faces, whatever you guys got us. Throw them at us. We're ready. We want to see it. Share the love. And negative emojis will get you banned as well. So, Jennifer, be careful. All right. Let's check that list real quick. Not seeing anything just yet, but that's okay. It's still early. Let's go ahead and Mercat, you are the first one on our list. Mercat, go ahead and throw us your question. And C, get a question ready. You're on the list. You going first? I'm going first. You going first? I'm going first. Who's going first?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Your
All
turn. Right. Your turn. All right. All right. Mercat is here. She says, what secret needs to be revealed to me, if any? Honey, that's kind of pushing a mediumship reading.
Yeah.
So, without doing a mediumship, is there anything coming up for them that needs to be, brought forth?
I would just say focus on your priorities. Focus on you and not so much what other people think about you or your surroundings, but your goals. Focus on what you are trying to accomplish, because you have a tendency to overthink things. So I would just say concentrate on focusing on the tasks at hand, because what happens with you is that everything gets kind of jarbled in your head and you start thinking about 50 trillion gazillion things except what you need to focus on. And I'm feeling like career, school area is the main focus right now for you. I also feel like sometimes there's some sadness because you compare your life to other people's. Don't do that. Things will get better for you. It's going to take about 3 to 4 more months for you to kind of feel like you're in your own element, because right now I feel like you're out of sorts, but that's just because this is a period of adjustment and it's not permanent. Bernie, what do you got?
All right. Well, from what I was seeing here, and I'm going to let everybody know, this is the halfway mark, so that means we'll be switching it over to the next person. So now it's being switched over to me, and you guys will hear the last bell. That'll be the end of the reading for the free reads. All right. So what I saw with you is that, Faith was right. It's now time to focus. She was getting education, but I'm seeing it in many different directions. And, the thing is that, energy is scattered right now, and you need to start finding your focus. You need to start finding a way to start filtering everything in that you need to filter in. start doing the pros and cons of things right now and say, this seems to be more important. But if I do this, this will help this. This will benefit this. That's how you know what you're going to need to focus on first in order to get to the direction that you need to go in. And I feel as though that education is definitely a great way to do that. But remember, focus on the finances in order how to get those in line, and how do you get those moving forward? How do you get those things going in the direction? So make sure that you're looking at every step that is necessary for each step right now, so you can start limiting what you need to be doing right now. So that's what I'm seeing here. I definitely feel like this is a great energy for you right now. This is like a time for you to blossom and really take charge and take back your power, and to really allow yourself to go in a direction you've been wanting to, rather than holding yourself back like you have been these last few years. You haven't really seen the energy that you can put forth because you've always put everyone else before yourself. And that right there has kind of put you in this place. What do I need to do now? So, time to focus, girl.
Chop,
All
chop,
right.
chop, chop.
What do you say? Chop, chop?
Yeah, chop, chop. Like, my mom used to say that to us when we were kids, when she wanted us to focus on something or do it. She'd be like, chop, chop, and she'd clap it.
No, Jacob's in here, and he says, no, Jacob, honey. All right, honey. Don't worry. I'll include your honey. All right. Thanks, Jacob, for making me laugh. All right. Mercat says, thank you. You are welcome. All right. We're doing a little swap. We're doing it. All right, guys. What happened?
Don't even.
I'm confusing them. I was on one side of the fence. Now I'm on this side of the fence. What am I doing? All right. All right. So let's keep on going here. The next person on our list was not sorry. And C. And go ahead and throw us your question. Lisa Simpson, get your question ready. You are on the list. And C. Anna C, I think it is. Anna C.
Like Hennessy, but Anna C.
There she is. All right, here we go. Says, hi, how long is my mother-in-law going to be an obstacle on my relationship with my husband?
Are you seriously asking this psychic question? I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at your question. It's just, I don't think that that's ever going to stop, honey. I really don't. Your husband values his mother's opinions. She can differ. Unfortunately, she likes to be the boss, and you've taken attention away from her for a long time. I don't see that really changing. This is always going to be something that you have to deal with on a certain level. It will not be as severe as what it is right now, but you need to really, excuse me, you need to really set him down and be like, look, I know that you value your mother's opinion, but our opinion matters. Our mutual opinion in our marriage matters more than your mother's does. Unless your mother's in this marriage too. And I didn't realize that we were both married to your mother. You can put it nicer than I put it, but that's basically what you need to tell him. I think he's scared of disappointing his mother, and he's so used to doing what he wants, and he knows. So that's the thing. But on that note, it's Shirley's turn. So what do you got, Shirley?
All right, so what I got with this situation is she is a controller. She likes control. She likes being in charge. She likes telling people what to do. And the easiest person she's found that with is with her, guess what? Son, your husband. So, and he listens to pretty much a lot that, she says. I mean, there are some things he ignores her on, but for the most part, I see, it's like a big punch to the gut. And the unfortunate part of that is it goes to you because you're the other half. And so she's going to come to you and she's going to be like, and you're going to be like, yep, nope, not doing that. And you're screaming it in your head, but that ain't going to change, honey. That's basically where we're at right now, is that this is not going to stop.
That's why I laughed, Journey.
This isn't going to stop. You're going to have to do what you're. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to just deal with her and go in that direction. And I honestly feel like things are. Oh, man. She's going to be a piece of work, but you're going to have to find a way to bite your tongue, and you're going to have to hold on because there's not really anything that you're going to be able to do to change the way that she thinks or wants to move forward. So, unfortunately, you're going to have him stand up against her. She says, thank you. You're welcome.
I wish that we saw. The only other thing I can recommend to you is try to kiss her butt slightly. I said slightly. Then her demands won't be as harsh towards your marriage. But I'm not saying to let her do everything, just slightly, and make your husband think certain things are his ideas and not yours.
Okay. So we're going to keep on going here, and I'm going to try not to let certain things bother me tonight on that. But our next person, and the next person in line was Lisa Simpson. Lisa, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Shauna Fraser, get your question ready. You're on the list. Lisa Simpson, throw us your question. Lisa Simpson. Apparently, even the dog is being vocal tonight.
It's thunder.
Ah, the thunder.
But at least it's not the little one.
All right, guys. So when we get a donation, you guys are going to hear this. And you're going to see this. That's letting you guys know that we are doing a donation question. So yeah, Jennifer, my vibe went way down because the one thing I asked you not to do, you ended up doing it again. And it was not cool. I specifically even said it. Because people have seen that and commented to me on this show, and they want to know why people are getting pissed off. So yeah, my vibe did go down.
Okay, so now I know what happened now that you said that, Journey.
Yeah, that's why I said I wasn't going to let it bother me. All right, so now Lisa Simpson, Shauna F., go ahead and throw us your question. Julia Henry, you're on the list. Get your question ready. Thank you for fixing it. All right. Does my ex-boyfriend Kyle still think about me? If so, does he still love me? Oh, wrong person. There you go. Now you got fixed. So you're going first.
Yeah, I'm going. Well, you can go first. I don't care.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I do feel like he does think about you from time to time. here's the thing. I feel like he's busy with other things going on in his life. And I have to be honest, I feel like there's someone around him right now. It's not anything serious. I'm seeing some type of online communication. But I do think that he does think about you a little bit as far as being in love with you still. I don't necessarily feel that, but I do feel like he does kind of think about you from time to time, but I don't see him reaching out right now. Just because I feel like there's somebody else around him and I see him doing other things right
All right. I'm looking to see if there's a response there. All right. Well, I'm going to chime in here and give you what I'm seeing on it as well. You know, the thing about him is that I do see him trying to communicate. I do see him, you know, he's trying to reach out. Here's the thing. He still thinks about you, but honey, nothing's changed. The person that you're looking for, the one person that you used to be in, you know, that person you were in love with, I honestly don't see him as that person anymore. And I don't feel like he's ever going to turn back into the person that you once fell in love with. I keep seeing him acting a fool. I keep seeing him going back and forth with his emotions. I keep seeing him, you know, being way too, you know, just to me, it just seems like it's way too much. And I keep seeing that if he were to come back and it felt like a good chance and the energy is going to change, I feel like this is something that is when you got into the relationship, because he would try to bring you back to that relationship status. What he would do is he would revert back because he got you back, and he'd end up reverting back to the same person he once was. So, I mean, as much as it would feel nice to feel that love and that kindness and that thing that, you know, that thing that you guys had, you know, it felt good, but he's not the person you once fell in love with. He's not. He's changed. And once he gets you back under his power, he'll turn back into that person that made you walk away from him in the first place. It's not a good thing. So be happy he stays. She goes, that is true. Just hang in there, girl. There's new love, and trust me, you don't want nothing to do with Kyle right now. Not unless he has like a major, you know, miraculous.
a total transformation. Like, what up? A new person.
Like it's going back in time. But yeah, we gotta, you know, you gotta get past that with him because that's a terrible energy. Terrible, I say. It's kind of like Tony and his jalapenos and crap.
All right, Elmer Fudd talking about terrible. Or no, that's Yosemite Sam. Or no, that's the rooster.
Yosemite Sam? That's not the rooster.
Oh, no,
Leghorn is the rooster.
Yeah, that's the one that he always used to say, terrible, to say.
They said a lot of different things that people, I'm sure, remember to this day. All right, so let's keep on going here, and we're going to go ahead and take the next person. Shauna, thank you so much for your question. Julia Henry, go ahead and throw us your question. Sue Chen, you're on the list.
Julia.
We need some theme music. Like,
It's Friday night, and the soup is right for a reading. Do a jump, and we'll make it longer.
All right, I'm waiting to see if Julia's here. Jennifer, I get it. It's fine. We got past it. It's fine. It's just sad to see that because then people look at our show very wondering. That's all. That's why. All right. So now that my dog is moving my chair like it's an earthquake and I had to make sure that the ground wasn't trying to swallow me. Nope, just the gigantic puppy that's smashing into my chair as she beats the crap out of her toy.
Bella, baby, why you abusing your daddy?
Because she likes it.
Yeah.
All right. Susan, go ahead and get your question ready. We're going to take that question right after this quick break, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll get to some more readings, guys.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, and we are back. And how the hell did that happen? Make everybody dizzy here. I'm going to switch this back and forth. Maybe this is what we can do for fun. It's like a game.
Which one will that be?
I have to stop. I'm more likely going to make everybody in this room seasick.
Maybe we should do that for the Halloween show. Which one of us will go first on your beginning?
This is true. We can do that, guys. Don't forget, for every mini read or mediumship reading, $1 of that donation is going to the charity of our choice. Charity this month is the Salvation Army because we're providing turkeys for those families. So, guys, remember that. And it also keeps our show alive and keeps it going. So, guys, you guys can, we'd like to see some donations here. It keeps the show alive. Without them, we may not be able to keep going. All right, let's keep on going. Sue Chen. Sue, go ahead and throw your question out. Bella, you're on the list. Get your question ready. Sue Chen, where are you at, girl? Jennifer, we had to take the reviews off the groups just because people were posting a lot of like witchcraft crap on the thing saying that they got some kind of spell for $9 million and it did them some. So people were ruining and abusing that. So we had to go ahead and take that off there, unfortunately. There was like 17 of them. I was like, oh my God. And that happened in one day. It was terrible.
What?
All right. Yeah, it was gross. It was just toxic energy. Anyway, let's not be toxic and keep moving forward. All right, Sue Chen is here. Sue says, well, the house I'm currently in, currently in contract with be my new home.
If you're asking if it'll go through, yes, it'll go through.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a little bit of, I think, a slight delay, but only by a few days. Like, it's not going to be anything major, but I'm not seeing any real big problems there. I do see you doing some remodeling, though. I keep seeing something about stairs and the floor. Like, I feel like you're going to change some stuff.
She also, any good news I should be looking forward to this week?
I think there'll be some stuff at the house. I do see your money increasing, which may sound kind of funny since you are getting a house, but I do see your money increasing within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So, it's always good.
Whoop, whoop.
Journey.
Hey, money's good when it's increasing.
Well,
It's when it decreases. It's when
yeah.
it decreases. It's not exactly the best thing, but hey, it's not the best thing there, but All right, well, it's my turn. My turn. She says, yes, I'm getting some unused scholarship money refunded. Good stuff. That's always a plus in your. The thing is, too, is that the energy that I see circling the house situation, yeah, I do feel like to me, I feel like you're going to run into a few little small snags and they're going to feel like they're setbacks. In all honesty, this is going to open up avenues to help you out in this situation. And like I said, at first, they're going to feel like setbacks. But because of these small little setbacks, it's actually going to benefit you even on the financial level of things, because it's actually I keep seeing like maybe the interest level or whatever that is that I'm seeing with that is actually going to shrink rather than get larger. So that's the thing I'm seeing the most coming out of this. So you're going to get a benefit out of that. And I feel as though even with that extra money being refunded, I don't believe that's all the money that Faith was talking about. She's seeing increase because it looks permanent. So this looks like this will be your new fixed amount coming through rather than something that's only here temporary and then moving on.
Yeah. This is more permanent than just getting some extra money. Although just random extra money is always nice too. Don't think we make faces extra money.
Well, I was waiting for her to say yes or no. Hi, Cassie. Hey, guys. I see everybody walking in. If we don't say hey right away, don't worry. I'll say hi to you as fast as I can. Moderators are saying hi to you guys as well to let you know that we guys do see you. We appreciate you guys. And don't forget that we love being here, being able to get the chance to talk with all of you guys. It's always a pleasure, and we're happy to be able to do this with you guys. We have fun, as you see, when Faith and I tag team. We joke around and act like goofballs sometimes, but when we need to be serious, we're there. We got to put on that serious face.
Journey,
What?
don't make me get you. Wait.
I'm watching you.
You are miles away. What are you going to do?
You know my power. I'll jump through this damn screen.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. You know how that is. Uh-huh. That's okay. All I gotta do is talk to two spirits that love me to pieces. And they'll just show up.
Journey, you better
Manifest.
Listen, you make the spirit manifest in my house, you won't have a co-host on Friday. I'll keep my pants.
I didn't say right now. I just meant later. All right. So, Bella, you're next on our list. So go ahead and throw us your question. Taylor Washington, you're on the list. So get your question ready. Oh, Cassie, we're happy you're here with us too. Cassie just got over COVID. We're glad you got through it. All right, Bella's here. Bella says, hello, beautiful people. Just wanted to see how this guy, Robert, sees me.
I do feel like he likes you. He's kind of quiet though, but like he's mischievous. Like I feel a mischievous spirit off of him, like playful. There's something about him that's a little bit secretive. So there may be some things about him that you don't know about a previous relationship with him. I do feel like there's potential there, but for right now, I just see friendship. I would take it slow and take it as fun. Take it as a new experience because I feel this is going to be something more on the fun side versus a long-term relationship. But I do see there's a chemistry there and a potential there, and he's a nice guy. He is, but I feel there's a secretive side to him or some things about him that you.
It's not a relationship, more of a socialize for me to enter the world.
Right, but what I'm seeing is that he has some type of trying to think of the right word. I'm just going to be blunt here, even though it's not the late night show. There is a sexual type of attraction toward you, or him kind of thinking about that. And maybe that's why I got kind
of wanted to check in for my self-esteem wise.
Right, I get that. But I'm telling you, he is more thinking of you in context. That's why I said there's or something that you don't know about him. That I mean, that's fine if you're not taking it but to a certain level, but that's kind of where he wants it to go is what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey. Journey, what do you got?
So what I'm picking up when it comes to this person that you're bringing forth, I keep getting a Steve. The name Steve keeps popping up. Not Steven, but Steve. Like it was like very distinct. It was in capital letters. And that's the person that I see that's really going to be someone that has breakthroughs with you. It is saying to watch out for the person with the name, with the letter starts with D. They said that they're misleading and untrustworthy and will use you to their full advantage. So beware of the person whose name that starts with a D. And it is a male. The only thing is that I'm not really picking up on Robert's energy, so I don't feel like this is someone that sticks around. So I can't really mention too much on the Robert situation, but someone named Steve, to me, feels like that connection is a lot stronger. That will break the ice for you and your self-esteem. All right, Bella, thank you so much. Don't start. Don't start. No. No sneezing. No sneezing. Yahoo! No.
Journey, where's Mom?
See, I win. You didn't sneeze. She goes, yeah, seems more like he wanted one night stand, and thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart.
That's kind of the energy I was getting. That's why I was sexual.
Yeah. But that's not the person that was standing out for me as the breakthrough guy. I mean, Steve was that's why you picked up the sexual energy. Also, I was like, I'm not even getting anything on this. Like, that's dead in the water before it even started.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't see anything long term of this. It would be something fun and something to do with,
Exactly. All right. So, Taylor Washington, you were next on the list, so go ahead and throw us your question. Brittany H., get your question ready. You're on the list. Let's check the jump list real quick, guys. All right, so I called Taylor, so Taylor's going to post her question. After Taylor, this is going to be Blanca D. You jumped the list. All right. And Taylor said this was hilarious before we got to her question. So her question is, says, okay, my question. What and I amount to whenever he comes around? Will it just be friends with benefits or something with a good foundation? I'm just trying to weigh out my option. Dun, dun, dun.
This is turning into a late night show, not a Friday night show, y'all.
Hey, we're good with it, though. We good with it. We got this.
So, well, I mean, it is Friday. So Taylor, what I'm being shown is that it initially will kind of start out as friends with benefits. That's his cover, okay? That's not really what he wants, but he wants that, and it's like, you guys are going to kind of start out like that, and then it's going to turn into something else without him even realizing it is, because it's going to cause him, which this isn't always what I see with this situation, but I feel like he's going to get real attached to you. Almost a little bit in a clingy way, and it's going to be on your nerves, but I think overall, it could be a good situation. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you a warning. I do feel like there are some other people around him right now. Now, he's not.
Cover?
What did she say?
His cover?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I feel like he's like a guy, you know, like, I have to be masculine. I have to be like in this stuff, but I can't show my emotions type of person, even though he's real silly. So that's a lot of that. I do see other people around him, but nothing's really going on with them. He just flirts. He flirts with everybody. He flirts.
Of course, I know. He's got options. I do too. Girl, that's not even the... Girl, don't look at the power like that. Look, I'm going to just be point blank. This man does like you, but yeah, friends with benefits, that's going to be the cover, because he's not wanting to walk in with full emotion, because he feels that if he walks in with full emotion, he's going to scare the shit out of you, and you're going to be like, nope, demon be gone. You know, that's what he's going to be like, oh, she don't like that. So that's where he's coming off with that. But she says, but hopefully they go once we get together. Yeah, honey, they're gone. They're gone before it's even started, honey. Don't sweat it. You're going to get armpit stains. It ain't even worth it. You're going to screw up your nice new shirt. You don't want that. Fresh and so clean, cool and calm, like a cucumber. He's into you. He's trying not to show his emotions. His friends with benefits energy is just so he can get closer to you. Honey, the feelings are going to come out as soon as you guys get to the brown cow. And just know that those feelings will come to the surface. All right.
Really, Johnny? Demon be gone? I'm going to get you some Demon Be Gone spray for Halloween.
It happens. It happens. And she put laughy faces so she knows it too. And she put, thank you. I love the brown emoji hearts. I like those. Where the hell did she get those? I can never find this stuff.
Listen, my emojis aren't even working on my phone anymore. People, be happy that yours are.
I get like a simple, like, red, blue, green, yellow, pink. That's it. Everybody else, 455,000 colors. They're like, you're a basic bitch, Journey. I'm like, really?
I can't even
buy the best phone on the market, and I get this.
I can't even get mine to come up lately. But I'll type in like red heart and nothing comes up, and I'm like, really? Demon be gone.
What? I can't help it.
I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna make a little bottle for Halloween. This is.
Says I came on here one night and we in an hour weren't here. I donated and you want here. Yeah, when that happens, we ended up having to send it back. She goes, I had a little meltdown. Oh, Taylor, I know what night you're talking about, but we can't mention it because it would be describing somebody else. We're not allowed to do that. She goes, that did not make sense. I'm sorry. That's why I said we can't talk about that here, girl.
Another show?
The show that she went on was not the one she wanted to be on.
Oh.
That's why I'm trying to be nice by saying we can't talk about that here. No discriminatory.
Look, that's why it's important to go on the show that you want with the people that you want and not.
She put a bunch of laughing emojis. Yeah, I remember that night, and I even remember asking you, do you still want to go forward with it? You're like, I guess. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, so I remember, you told me about that, and I believe it did.
She says, oh my gosh, I came prepared too. That was a funny night. I mean, I did have to laugh about that in the background, but I had to keep it inside. So, you know.
Well, that's why we say pick one or two readers that you like, even if it's not us.
I think she just saw it was My Psychic Connection and didn't realize the person that was reading that time. And by the way, that person's no longer with us. So
they're not.
No, they are gone. And there's reasons for that, but we won't go into those. So let's keep on moving.
Into that air journey. Come on now.
Anywho. She says, thanks again. Love you guys. Back at you, girl.
And don't worry about that guy. You're gonna get it in a good way. Get it, girl.
Absolutely. But guess what, Faith? We've got to jump. So, Blanca, go ahead and throw us your question. You jump the list. And the next person on our list, unless somebody jumps, Brittany H., you were the next one in line. So get that question ready, but do not post it. We've got Blanca here. Faith, are you ready? Says, hello, beautiful psychics. Blanca here. Though I fell alone to a little worried today, and my son's surgery, everything came out okay, but I got to say the weirdest thing, the songs that were playing definitely were songs of not being alone. Oh my God, I definitely felt my husband talking to me. I'm here, babe, I'm here.
And we told you he would be.
She goes, and I got to say, I was such a mommy. I cried. Oh my God.
Well, I'm being shown from your husband. This is really cool because for the first time ever, my face fits right in the jump little box.
I know. I'm like, yeah, look at you.
I've never done before. I guess I've never been centered or something. So I have to say, your husband was there with you, and he says she was walking outside the door. Were you outside the hospital or something? Because he's showing me you walking, and you have your hands like this, like you're holding your hands, and like I don't know if you're like doing this, but he says you were doing stuff with your hands, and you were like, oh my gosh, my baby, oh my gosh, please be with my baby. And you just kept doing that over and over. And he says, my wife doesn't even smoke, but if she did, she would have been smoking. He said, I told you I would be there, chill.
Yes, I didn't want people to see me cry. I was so scared. Oh my God, yes.
And he said, she kept saying, I wish I had a cigarette. And he said, you said that in your mind. I wish I had a cigarette. And then you're like, what am I talking about? I don't smoke. And he said, I told you that I would be there. Just chill. And then your mom steps forward and she's like, has her hand on your shoulder. And she's like, it's okay. It's over now. And she says, he's just going to be a little sore. It will be all right.
She said I was definitely stressed.
And your mom says, before you even think it, no, he's not going to get an infection. She says, my daughter's already thought he's going to get some type of infection. He's not.
I hate hospitals. I hate them.
Well,
yeah, that's a good thing. Hate the places that make you feel better.
Bernie, let's get honest. Nobody likes hospitals. They smell like cleaner. They smell like sickness. They smell like things that are not good smelling. The only good thing about hospitals is babies are
you going to a vet and not the hospital? Because my hospital don't smell like that.
Hospitals have a smell. It smells like cleaner.
She says my chest was in so much pain.
Because you were having.
I felt I was going to pass out.
But you didn't, and you're okay. You were having anxiety. But we told you that Robert would be there, your mother would be there, and God was there, the angels were there. Your son, everybody has guardian angels. And your son has them, and you have them, and we all have them.
Now, cute Sarah McLachlan.
No, because I don't have Perlita in my lap. Well, that might get us some more jobs for turkeys. Come on, Mom. If it'll work, I'll go get.
She said the songs were on point. I think they contributed to my stress because I thought of him the whole time.
Well, because you had already wanted him there, and you were kind of angry that he wasn't there in physical form, but he was there, Blanca, and you know that. You know he was. You just wanted him. You know what it is? You wanted him to hold you and go, it's okay, babe. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? He's a boy. He's going to be tough.
She goes, his son was just all cheerful and happy, and I was like, oh no, he doesn't know.
Because kids, when they're that little, are just like, oh, whatever. Thank God he didn't know. Can you imagine if he knew? He'd be like, no. But they were there. So they were there. And God was there too. And you see he came out okay. And no, it's not going to get infected because your mom keeps coming to me going, she thinks it's going to get infected. She thinks it's going to get infected.
She says, I'm grateful.
I'm glad for you. I'm glad for you and for him too.
All right.
Journey, your turn.
My turn. My turn. All right. So, yeah, your husband was there. I definitely felt the hands on the shoulders. But here's the thing. It was like the reason you felt unbalanced, because you're not talking about, when you said something about being dizzy, I knew that was a little bit about the stress and stuff. But the thing that I felt the most is like, you felt like, look at where I'm at. Like you're leaning like this. And that's how you kind of felt when you were sitting there. And I need you to recall that, because your husband's pressure of his hand was stronger and more stern than your mother's hand that was on your other shoulder saying, you've got this. You need to take things under control. He's like, he's a boy. He's tough. He can handle it. You can do this. You're hearing the songs and you're feeling the emotion of your son. And Melissa Etheridge is like, come to my window. And but everything it went well. The only thing they're really saying is, stay strong, keep an eye on him. He's not understanding what it is that's going on. It's going to take a little bit out of him for, I see healing time frames. It felt more along the lines of between a week to 2 weeks long. So I'm leaning more towards the 2 weeks because unfortunately he doesn't know how to leave it alone. So when you're not looking, someone's touching.
Well, little boys do that anyway. Can you imagine if it was hurting?
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. She says his brother came with me it was his birthday. Grateful he came for support. Well, yeah, I mean, that's different. It was a different kind of a day, but I'm glad everything went good. Your husband's still there. He's still standing by you. He's still doing the babe, let the stress go, because your mom is trying to tell you about restructure. I keep seeing you wanting to restructure things, and that's what she keeps responding to, is that I've been kind of helping her look at things that she's been wanting to recreate, declutter, and start from scratch. She keeps leaving into these big messages like it's kind of like taking care of a wound. And it's the reason why she's bringing it up now is because as you'll be helping taking care of your son and his situation, you will also be healing in your own situation, which I feel like you're going to be focusing your time and energy on decluttering the home, getting rid of things that no longer serve a purpose, changing the shifts in like the way, like when kids eat dinner, or, I feel like you're really trying to put forth like this. She's telling me like you're trying to put together, like you want this to run like a well-oiled train. I mean, you want this sucker to be kicking ass, and that's how you want the household to run. Your husband's talking about how he loves the new energy that you're spending with your daughter. It will be energy that you will have to adjust to as she's growing older and becoming a lady. There will be some conversations that you're like, are we really having this talk? And you're going to go into your head and start reflecting on the fact that you're old. Stop doing that. Your mom's going to smack you the next time you do that. She said, because you're not effing old. And because if you're old, she's older, and that makes her even older. So stop. The thing is that they want you to know that these decisions that you're coming to are not made badly, and that you're not doing it because it's just trying to occupy your time. You're doing it because you're looking to open up new avenues and new doors in your life and really branch yourself out there and to try to do a different change of pace to life. So if this is running well within the current situation, you're going to find yourself going in another situation, going down, okay, I have free time. Holy cow. I spent my time with my kids. I've set them up for success. Dinner's done. The house is clean. I've got everything the way I need it. Now I've got this free time. Now I've got mommy free time. What am I going to do with mommy free time? Mommy needs to start finding something to work on herself to open that door. So start with small communications. Take one step at a time. Don't look back. If it feels too much like pressure, take a day of break. Get back to it. So you got missions ahead of you, and I really think that you're going to get through it. She says, yes, I'm trying. It's my mission. Well, she's saying you've got this, and she's tugging right there with you. And she says, don't get manipulated. You've been easily manipulated from the past, and those who have been manipulating you from the past are coming back into the present. Be careful. She loves these people, but she doesn't want you to get manipulated. So stand your ground, because you can love them too, but you don't have to do what they say. She says, thank you, Mama, and my husband, and of course, my beautiful psychics. Well, you are welcome. We appreciate you being here. Thanks for the donation. It's going to help with the turkeys, the gobble gobbles.
Belong in there.
Oh, yeah, she's got this. She's a champ. She's a fighter. She's getting stronger by the day. I've been watching her energy grow from, when she first started contacting us to the person she's become today. And I can tell you, she's already 85% stronger than she was.
Yeah, she changed a lot.
In a good way. And she says, yes, strong mama. Absolutely. You got to keep it rolling. You got to keep it going. You are a strong person. And you've let a couple people push you around, but not anymore, girl. Not anymore. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick break. But before we take that break, we do have another jump, and that person is Sierra L. Sierra, get your question ready. We'll be taking that question right after the break. We'll be right back after these messages, guys. Stay tuned.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and we are back. All right, I want to say thank you to Sierra L. Sierra L, go ahead and throw us your question. You jumped the list, so go ahead and throw us your question. Let us know what it is that you're looking to find out. All right. Sierra says, hi, loves. So lately, my faith has been shaken up a lot, but I'm not sure if I'm being tested or if it's me. My great-grandmother, Mary, came through another medium, unexpected, trying to assure me things were going to be okay with my surgery, but sadly, I haven't seen her. Does she have messages? I need some guidance with everything I'm dealing with.
You've got different people on here. You're very gentle.
Faith, hang on a second. Something's going on with your microphone. Can you come closer?
I don't know.
Hang on one second, Sierra. We're going to go ahead and adjust her mic real quick or see if we can do something different. All right, testing 1, 2, 5.
Well,
yes, better. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Sierra, she does come through. What she tells me is that she's really gentle, but she's feisty, your grandmother. Okay, and she says this is really strange because she says there's no reason for you to be, but your parents are deaf, and she says you need to stop worrying about that. because you're over worrying about it because you've had a lot of loss and fearful that something's going to happen to you. She said, it's not your time. She said she won't admit that's her worry because there's other things too, financial worry and everything else. She said, but down, she says that's what she's worried about. And I don't want her to worry about it because she doesn't need to. Why she's worried is because she feels like it's been one thing after another that's not going right. It's not that it's not going right, Sierra. It's that what we're trying to do wasn't time to have it done yet. That's the thing. And you're also taking on way too much emotionally. That's not your responsibility to take on other people's problems and issues that you're trying to fix. That's why some of this stuff is manifesting itself. And you have to stop it. Your grandmother's saying she's going to be there with you during the surgery. She says, my granddaughter has a strong faith too. And she says she's not praying and meditating and doing the things that she needs to do because she feels she's not hearing Spirit's voice. She's not hearing God's voice. She's not hearing it because she's hearing her own fear. And fear is not of God. So don't be fearful. Instead, pray about everything. But it's going to be okay because what I feel is all of this pressure that you've been feeling within 36 weeks, all this stuff, because I feel like a big anxiety ball, like almost down in your stomach, probably, is going to start lifting and going up as soon as you release it and realize you don't have to hold on to it. You're not cursed. She says, my granddaughter keeps thinking she's cursed or something. You're not cursed, and it's not you. It's everything around you is closing in. That's because you're finishing things. And so everything is hitting you all at once. Energetically is what I mean by you're finishing up things. This is not a permanent thing. Okay? This is going to change within about 8 weeks. You're going to be feeling better energetically. By next spring, by like April, March, all of this is going to be in memory completely. And you're going to be in a different place mentally. I see you coming into your own, doing more. There's something about, I don't know if you're going to go to school or if this is just symbolic from your learning. Okay? And your health is going to get better. I do see some things with your stomach and your back too, but I think that's just your stress level. Your grandmother is saying too, she's there with several people. There's a younger man who passed that was in the military, and there is an older man with like a 50s style car. I forget what they call this car, but it's a very popular style car. They're both there, and there's a dog. She's saying she's got the dog, whatever that means to you. But I'm being told for you not to worry. And you have to stop. Because it's not going to do you any good. You're one of these people that's a real big person who tries to manifest. She says to visualize good things. Know good things are coming for you. Don't boggle yourself down thinking about what might happen instead of what's going to happen, and start being thankful. Start saying, I thank you, God, that good things are about to happen to me.
Yes, that's spot on for sure. And my anxiety is always the worst. That would be my dog.
She said, tell her I have a dog. And you know what your grandmother says? This is so funny because I know she doesn't talk like this, but she said, tell her this dog is a pain in the ass. Because the dog she says this dog chews up everything. But it's a love bug. But it's, she says, even in this life, it chews things up. And Sierra, I know she's laughing. But you know what, Sierra, she comes through very strongly. So I'm going to say, anytime you want to connect with her, you know, you can always call me or any of the other psychics. She comes through really strong, and she's just sending you a lot of love. So hang in there. She's also saying something about you. I don't know. There's something about flooring. Are you trying to do some type of remodeling? But I'm going to turn this over to Journey and see what your grandmother's giving him messages too.
She's saying a lot of different things, and she goes, that definitely made me laugh. She always thought he was a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, she definitely thought that. She felt that your heart was bigger sometimes for everything else other than yourself, including animals. And the thing about her and the descriptions that she's putting out there, she says, she knows you're going to worry. There's no doubt about that. You always worry about everything, even if it's not something that you need to worry about. You worry. It's just part of your nature, but you need to learn how to control that part of your nature. She said that there was also times where I keep seeing you, it's showing me you're in a car and there's tears in your eyes and you keep talking and she's talking with you, but you're not listening. She said she even put things out there that you would notice that were her, and even smells that you would recognize that would belong to her. She says she has the ability and the capability of doing this. She would not be the first generation. There are many generations before her that had sight, mediumship, psychic energy, and there's a lot of that you're not tapping into around you, and she would like you to be able to explore that. But your biggest downfall is doubting yourself. You don't have a problem doing it for others, but when it comes for yourself, you have a hard time accepting those messages for you. And when they are used for somebody else to, let's say, boost their ego or get them going, you have no problems doing so. But when it comes to boosting yourself up, you have that's the hardest person for you to boost up is yourself. She says you need to reflect on yourself and look at the things that you've accomplished. Look at the things that you've overcome. You've done so much in so little time that you failed to remember those accomplishments. You do know that the things that you've screwed up with, and you remember a lot of your hard times, but you're not remembering who you are and what you've grown to be and what you're going to continue as long as you're accepting of what is coming through. And that's the one thing she wants you to say. She says, you went to somebody that came through, that connected with her, and it wasn't that they weren't good, but they weren't giving you all the information in which you were looking for, and even some reminders of things like the pain in the ass dog, living where you're at, where you're planning on moving, because she says there's a move in your future, but you're holding back on that move due to other people's emotions and how they would feel. And she says that you need to do this for you. It doesn't need to be about anybody else but you. And she says after your surgery, after everything is done, you're going to be fine. You're just going to need to take the time to make sure that you are healed first. Don't overdo it. Don't be an overachiever. Take time to relax. She says, I can't even tell you the last time she did relax. She's always got anxiety on the brain. She's always thinking of everybody else. And she's always doing everything for everybody else. So, take a little bit of time for you. That's what I'm seeing. The thing about everything that's happening right now with you is that you're failing to remember your strength. And she loves you. She's with you all the time. And if you can follow that path that you're on, that's going to wake you up and enlighten you. You're going to find yourself being easier to talk to her, hearing those messages in which she's bringing you, and that the energy is definitely strong. So get ready. Get ready to embrace it. The best time to do this is while you're actually physically healing, is to tap into your energy. Because I know you're going to sit there with your anxiety going, what the hell am I going to do right now? And so you'll be wanting to get up, you'll be wanting to do things, and you'll end up hurting yourself. It's not something you need to be doing. You need to be taking care of you right now. And she wants you to see that, and she wants you to see those things about yourself, because those are the most strongest things that are coming through. She also said something about your father and his energy being around you. I don't know what that means. But she says his energy's around you. I don't know if he's guarding you or whatever that case is, but she says he surrounds you. Are you in his old house? Are you living under his house, under his roof? Because it's very vague. That was a very vague information. But the energy I see surrounding it is that you are in a good place. Good things are coming. You know, you need to be more open to yourself. You need to, be strong. But listen to yourself. Stop blocking it for yourself. I know it's hard because when you're psychic abilities, you want to prove some of the things that you see for yourself to be wrong. Sometimes we'll set ourselves up for failure, even though we don't want it to be. She says, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. I just recently seen my father before my surgery. Okay, that makes sense. So his energy's all around you. She goes, I live in my own apartment, but I basically stay a lot with my mom. Okay, so they said something about moving. Well, your grandmother said something about moving. So whatever this apartment is not where you're going to stay. I know you're staying with your mom a lot, but be careful about what you're doing, how much you're doing since you had surgery, because you don't want to hurt yourself. But I feel like you're going to leave this apartment. I don't feel like you're going to stay here. I'm seeing a house. I'm seeing a house.
Moving too.
But these were all the things that she was throwing at, and Faith gave you such a beautiful message. I didn't have to touch in on that, but she wanted me to touch in on the other stuff because Faith gave you such a beautiful message. Sierra, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hang in there, girl. Rest up. Start listening to your abilities. They're strong, and they're even strong for you. And if you need any help or need any guidance from either myself or Faith or any of the psychics at My Psychic Connection, don't hesitate to let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you. All right. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right, guys. We've got another what? We got another jump. All right. Krista T, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list. Sierra says, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Absolutely, honey. Talk to us anytime you need us. All right? We're here for you. I can't wait to watch her blossom. Her energy is going to blossom well. I can't wait to see.
I'm really glad your grandmother came through. She's a character.
Strong.
That cracked me up when she's like, that dog's still a pain in the ass.
I don't know. Her grandmother, the reason that the energy was coming through. I also saw a table with tarot cards on it. I've seen 8 tarot cards on the table with, to me, it looked like what do they call those things? It's a magic ball, the thing on the table.
Oh, a crystal ball?
Crystal ball, that's it. I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. So, yeah, that's what I was seeing there. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. And that's what led us to that direction about her, discovering her own natural abilities. All right, guys, in about 30 minutes, we're going to announce who the winner of tonight's show is. So I hope they're here watching, guys. We're going to be doing some giveaways tonight. All right. All right, Krista's here. It says, do you see any positive movement in my relationship with Johnny occurring in the near future? He has texted me the past 3 days in a row. Not sure if he was concerned about me or if he is just looking for a good time.
I didn't catch or understand. So she wants to know about where her relationship with John is going. I'm just verifying.
Right. Let me go ahead and reread it for you. It says, she wants to know, do you see any positive movement in her relationship with Johnny occurring in the near future? He has texted me for the past 3 days in a row. Not sure if he was concerned about me or if he is just looking for a good time, winky face.
Well, here's the thing, Krista. I think it's a combination of both. Okay? But he's not going to come out and tell you that because he's just not. I do think that there is a physical chemistry with you guys, but no, I don't think that's the only thing. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, Krista, is that he's very emotionally immature. He can be. And sometimes his emotional maturity level is about that of a 17-year-old. So don't always pay attention to his words, but to his actions. That being said, I do kind of see him stepping forward a little bit, but I also see that he's going to pull back too. So it's like a little bit of a game. He can be kind of exhausting, but I don't think he really knows how to express things correctly, and I don't think that he completely knows what he wants. He does want to have something with you, but he's kind of uncertain of where you stand and what it's going to take to have something with you, because I almost feel like in his own way, he feels like you're too good for him. So that frightens him, and that's why he kind of does this back and forth stuff with his immaturity. It's going to take work. You can have something good with him, but I'm going to be honest. I think ultimately he's going to get on your nerves, and he may walk away, not permanently, but when he does this little back and forth thing, that's going to get on your nerves a little bit. I do see you getting closer, but not until toward the end of the year. Journey, what do you have?
All right, so let's go ahead to me. My turn. All right, so when it comes down to it, I do get a little bit of what Faith's saying right there, right off the bat. It was like there's the checking on you and making sure that you guys still carry this connection between the two of you. Yeah. Does he want to get a little brown chicken, brown cow? Absolutely. I'm not trying to call you out on this, but I see both of you want a little brown chicken, brown cow. Okay, so that's a mutual feeling between the two of you. She says, he knew I was feeling upset about work, and I thought maybe that was why he checked in the past few days, but he never actually asked me about it. Right, he was testing your emotional energy, but he really didn't want to bring it up because he didn't want the energy that you guys spent together communicating being, something that would be a downer. So if he could talk to you and it just be casual conversation, or maybe upbeat or fun or flirty and flirtatious, he was looking more towards that energy because he knew if he was distracting you from what was bothering you, that he was doing the right thing. So I honestly believe that he was doing a little bit of both. Even though he didn't talk about it directly, he was definitely checking in to make sure that that was not your sole focus, and that, there's other things that you could be focusing on. You could still smile, and I felt like he was trying to bring a smile to your face. He knows that when he connects with you and communicates with you, it brings excitement. So that's what I'm getting a lot of right there. So just kind of like absorb that and say, okay, so he is right there, is showing that he's putting forth just some effort to figure out if you're okay, without trying to make you talk about the thing that's bothering you. So giving you a positive distraction rather than a negative one, because you don't want to be distracted with work and then feel that negativity all the time. He wanted you to feel good about yourself. Yes. Does he want to see you? Absolutely. She says, yes, it is mutual. But yeah, but the thing is that you guys will come together in that way. And I do see the
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that, but it's
definitely going to be TVMA. So we're not even going to go and see. No pictures, Faith. No pictures. Don't push it out of your head, Faith.
I was just going to say it's going to be fun.
Yes. All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Krista, just know that the energy between the two of you does become a little bit more serious, though. And it won't feel as though that, because I did feel the energy lacking there for a while, but I do feel like it's on the rise. And I feel as though once you guys come to, you know, the "what's you doing" attitude, you know, you guys are going to see that there's going to be an emotional breakthrough at that point. So expect that energy to rise. Expect that energy to get closer. Expect that energy to feel really good. But when that does, and I saw that the minute, even when I said it to you, I saw that emergency wall go up going, I don't want to get hurt. You can't walk into it with that feeling because that right there is blocking you. He does it too. So both of you put this damn barrier up and neither one of you can get through it.
We'll get through it.
And if you guys can calm your energy and go with the flow rather than trying to force things to happen, your relationship's going to be so much easier. And, you know, I don't feel like this is a bad guy. I don't. I mean, yeah, everybody has their, you know, their downfalls and they do things that are kind of stupid and, you know, but we, on both sides of the relationship, we both do that. And then we realize, God, why did I do that? That's so dumb of me. Why would I have done that? But you both do it. So we got to take things with a grain of salt. This is a good guy. You're a good gal. You guys can make things work. There are a few things that do need a little bit of focus and they do need a little bit of energy to be worked on. But these right now is not the time to focus nor work on those things. Right now, the main focus is working on your energy and getting it together. Have a little brown chicken, brown cow, and then maybe go a little bit further with the emotions because that's when they're going to start flowing. Have you guys ever noticed that? I mean, I'm just saying. With you guys, you know, the clothes fall off, the words come out. I mean, that's what I'm seeing with you guys. So she said late night show.
Yes, it's turning into that tonight.
She says, I've been working hard on being open to him, still waiting for his fears to lessen too. Well, they will. But if you're showing your calmer energy towards him, when you guys are, like I said, the clothes fall out, the words come out, meaning choose your words wisely and follow his lead. If you follow his lead, what you're doing is empowering him. Then he starts to open up a little bit to you, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Now I found your trigger. I know how to get you to talk. Perfect. Listen to what he's saying. Follow his lead. Let him get a lot of stuff out. Don't interrupt. Listen. Because you're going to get more information out of him because he's going to be more willing to talk about things. Then you can put your input in. So be the last one to speak, but don't interrupt. Let him keep talking. And when he goes like, when he's saying, what, you'd be like, no, I'm just listening. You know, that's where you're at. That's what you need. You need that energy. You need that energy strongly. So, Krista, I feel like you're going to be just fine. I think that things are going to work out good. Allow yourselves to have that connection right now. And I'm just going to say this, and I have noticed this for the last 3 days. Brown chicken, brown cow is in the air, and I'm telling you, I have seen so many people talk about it, and they've all been feeling it, and it's okay to feel that way. We shouldn't think that we're in a bad place or feel dirty about it. What's dirty? It's you. It's what you want. There's nothing dirty about it. So remember, when you think like that, don't be like, oh, God, I can't. Because Journey talks about it all day with people all the time. So it's not a big problem. So, all right. So let's keep on going here, Krista. Thank you so much. She says, laugh out loud. He talks to me so much and doesn't say much. But he's going to. That's what I'm saying. You got to get that physical energy put together.
Let's get physical.
Exactly. Give your boob a squeeze. No, I'm just kidding. Have you ever seen that where, what's her name? She sang the damn song we were just singing. Olivia Newton-John. She does that. breast care awareness, and she's like, let's get physical, give your boob a squeeze, and she's checking for breast cancer because she's a breast cancer survivor. So she made like a parody to her song, and it was really, I thought it was cute. She goes, she says, I'll try to keep it PG for YouTube. Honey, you ain't got nothing to worry about because you have to be 18 years or older to really watch this show. I mean,
we're grown adults. We have chicken brown cow too.
She says we can do that, Faith. Let's get physical. Faith's like, yeah. All right, guys. We are going to take a short break, but right after that break, we are going to need LaDonna. LaDonna, guess what you did? You jump. So get your question ready. We'll be getting to your question right after the break. Krista, thank you so much for your question. And Blanca D, get your question ready. You are on the list. You also did a jump. All right. We're going to take the quick break. We'll be right back after these messages. Guys, also know that we are going to be announcing the winner in 15 minutes of tonight's drawing. Guys, stay tuned. Right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, you guys know what that means. We got to jump. So we're going to need Faith, adjust your mic a little bit. It's echoing a little bit.
Huh?
Adjust your mic. But it's echoing.
It's echoing?
Yes, you got to move your mic a little bit.
I thought you said adjust my gesture. Like
You're freaking us out, Faith. Knock your shit.
I was like, what?
Not your body, your camera. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, I need LaDonna to go ahead and throw us her question. She jumped the list. LaDonna, throw us that question, girl. And Blanca D, get your question ready. You also jumped the list. And Faith, we have another what? Another jump. I'm going to need Unique Smith to get her question ready as well. Blanca will be right before you. So, guys, let's get to LaDonna's question. LaDonna says, I have felt like I have a spirit with me for a while. Do you see anyone coming through? And thank you. Faith, what are you picking up?
This is the thing, LaDonna. I feel like you have a few people coming through for you. What I'm being shown is an older gentleman. He's kind of tall and he's got white hair. This feels like I'm not going to say this is your father, but it's like a fatherly energy, like a grandfather. This feels like it's on your father's. There's also, this is the thing, there's several people around you. There's a woman with curly, darker hair that's around you, and a young girl that's probably about 10. I don't always see children, but for some reason, she's probably about 12. So you've got a few people. The man's making still chest pressure, and he's showing me a car accident. And then the woman, I keep seeing chest stuff, and the little girl, she's not showing me how to that. She's just waving at a mixture of stuff, but the strongest energy is the man that I see. He's saying I was a very proud person. He's showing me he's in the military. It feels like this is a while back ago. He's showing me World War II.
She says, your phone's breaking up. Can you repeat? That's you get closer a little bit. There you go.
I don't know what she heard, Journey.
Kind of start from the beginning. You kind of did sound a little crackle.
Okay. So you have a few different spirits around you, LaDonna. That's the thing. You have a young girl around you. She's probably like 10 or 12. She's not showing me how she passed. You may not even know who she is. But she's just waving like hi type of energy. Okay? Then you've got a lady around you that's got darker hair. Okay? And she's showing me chest stuff with her. Like there was breathing and chest things going on. And then you have a taller, slender gentleman with white hair. Okay? And he is showing me some type of car crash. I don't know if any of that resonates with you, but they're the ones that are primarily coming through. The older gentleman, well, he's showing himself to me older, okay? And he's stronger of all the energies around you right now. And he's showing me he was in the military. Okay, I'm seeing Army, or he's showing me an Army uniform. And he has some type of connection to World War II. Now, I'm not saying other people aren't around you, but this is primarily who's coming for me right now. Does any of this make sense to you, LaDonna?
She says, I have a grandma that passed.
Okay. Well, there is a grandmother figure that's coming through.
She says with dark hair.
Yeah. Yes, this woman has dark hair. She says she was always busy. She says there was a lot of kids in that family, and she said I was always busy. This is strange. I don't know what she's showing me. LaDonna, this sounds really odd. I have no idea why I'm saying none at all. Did anyone in your family ever break their neck? She showed me someone breaking their neck or hurting their neck from a fall from a tree.
She says, I lost the baby also years ago.
Oh, okay. That's why that little girl's coming through to me, because she wasn't really saying much. She just went, hi. And she was coming at like 10 or 12 years old. She's got kind of similar color hair to mine, like a brown color. She's a real cute girl. She's showing me glasses too, and kind of a slender build. And she's around a lot. She keeps showing me flowers. She says she smelled flowers when she was out. Donna, what's going on with your knees? Your grandmother says something's wrong with your knees. She says, stop worrying about finances. You have this. You're like talking about even refinancing before you need to refinance. Or
On the broke neck, I'm sure she's unsure of the broke neck, so it may not be something she's aware of.
I don't know what this is, but they did show me that. They showed me something falling out of a tree.
She goes, no, they're fine. They're yeah. No, they are fine. God, I couldn't say that.
Tongue twisting tonight, Journey? Just keep an eye on that, because she's showing me your knees. So if it doesn't make sense to you right now, kind of hold on to it, LaDonna. But it's hard for me right now because there's like 3 different spirits trying to talk to me, and I'm like trying to figure out what's going on because they're all talking to me at once. So I'm like trying to like distinguish who's saying what and why, kind of thing. Trying to see. She says for you to stop worrying so much about finances when you don't need to. She understands why you are, but you're like overly worrying about stuff before it's even time to worry about stuff. Okay? Are you supposed to be going on a trip? Donna, like, has somebody talked to you about what's it, a boat trip? Or she keeps showing me a boat. But this is like I don't even know what you call it. Listen, I don't fish, okay? So I don't know anything about boats. This is like an electric engine boat. I don't know what you call it.
She says, I have a boat.
Okay, she keeps showing me the boat. And she's saying, I sit on the boat with her. And she's sitting back like this. And she's like, I'm on the boat. She can smell. She says you smell certain smells when she's on the boat. And that's her.
All right.
But I'm gonna turn this over to Journey because I've got
Who, my grandma?
yeah. Your little girl, because I do feel like that baby was a little girl, says that she comes around you, but you know when she comes around you, believe it or not, is when you're laying down. Because she says that's when you're the calmest, even though you think about 50 trillion things all at once. So she feels like that's when you can feel her presence the most. And she said, you had a name picked for her. She said you felt in your spirit that she was a girl. And she said sometimes you'll say it to yourself. So they're all around you. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey. Because maybe they'll go to his house. They're driving me crazy.
They always come to my house, girl. This is where they like to hang out. It's a party over here always. And she says, thanks. Yes. Okay, so let's go to a place that I don't think you're realizing you're doing at the current moment, because you were asking about your grandmother, but the woman that I saw coming through, the spirit that I see coming through isn't your grandmother, nor is she the daughter that has passed. The thing is that this is a woman that's coming to you in your dreams. I keep seeing like this dark brown hair, but it's got like red. There's like, if the light hits it just right, there's like a red highlight in it. It's very, very like it's very vibrant colors. And I keep seeing you seeing her, not like in physical sight, like you're awake and you're seeing it. This is coming through to me in a dream state. And that's what I keep seeing, is that this is coming through in the dream state. She keeps trying to get you to follow her. She's like, follow me, follow me. But you can't hear what she's saying, but she's gesturing it to you. And this is the energy that I'm seeing that's coming through. I'm going to tell you this. This is not a dream. This is a premonition. There is somebody to that description you're going to meet, and they're going to want you to follow them on a path. This is not a bad path for you to go on, and it's going to freak you out a little bit because they're going to feel so familiar to you. They want you to go down this path. This path is going to be a life-changing path. This is going to bring forth new finances, a new avenue, a new way of doing things, moving forward, feeling strong about yourself. It's going to bring you back so much new insight on things that you want to do and things that you want to get accomplished. This person's going to teach you different things, but I want you to pay attention to the string when it comes through. And I'm hoping you know and remember what I'm talking about, because when you meet this person, you're going to be like, how do I know you? Like, I feel like I've known you forever. That's because you have connected to her. This is a psychic connection between you and another person. That's why I'm telling you, it is not a dream. It is a premonition. It's kind of like you're going to go down the line. You're going to meet this person. It's going to feel like deja vu. And you'll be like, you are so familiar. And you're not going to know why. Because currently at this moment, you do not know this person. And this is part of the reason why you're feeling spirits around you. Not only are you've got your, deceased loved ones that surround you, but you're also connecting to someone psychically that you haven't even met yet. Yeah. Spirit is definitely involved, girl. And you are actually developing in a new way. And the reason it's coming in that when you're in your sleep state, it's because the mind is calm and you have the ability to pick it up at that time. So this is why you're feeling more connected and more drawn to spirit right now, because so many are around you and one is pulling you. Well, this one isn't even a spirit. This one's a psychic connection, which in this way, you are feeling that draw to the spiritual world. So this is why you feel so connected right now. And I'm just going to say this, not to freak you out. I promise you, I'm not trying to freak you out, LaDonna. But welcome to it, honey, because it ain't going to shut off. It's going to only keep getting stronger. Unless you ignore it. If you ignore it, it will go into a more dormant state. But if you embrace it and accept what's coming through, you're going to find these gifts of yours getting stronger. And that grandmother that you're talking about, you're going to end up seeing her again. And you're going to be able to see the baby that crossed. And there's going to be so much more ahead of you. And if you have any questions about that, you can always contact myself, Faith, or any of the psychics in my Psychic Connection. We'll try our best to help you walk through this. It is a huge path for you to go down. She says, at night, I have visions. Exactly. They're not dreams, honey. The way I'm seeing you in dream state, these are not dreams. You're having premonitions, meaning you're going to find out that I guarantee you have a shit ton of deja vu already. I'm already seeing, like, I'm getting chill bumps because of it. Because I can feel what you're feeling, and it's crazy to you. Embrace it. It's only going to get stronger, and if you ignore it, it will go into a dormant state, but you don't want to do that. Embrace it. You're going to get stronger with it, LaDonna. It's going to be an amazing. And, this energy that I see around this woman, she is a slender female, and she's got the dark brown hair with the red highlights. She's got beautiful eyes and an amazing smile. And you're going to be like, I know you. And it's going to kind of draw you back a little bit. Like, how the hell do I know this person? I've never seen this person before. She's like, I've seen myself in a hospital bed. The thing about premonitions is, even though you see them and you see what there is, there are times where you can take what you see in premonitions and change them. Nothing's ever written in stone. So even that's why I tell people when they get psychic readings, you may get a yes, but because now you know that you're going to get that yes, are you going to put forth all the energy you were going to put forth prior in order to continue to get that yes? Because you can turn a yes into a no, but you can also turn a no into a yes, and you can also change situations by your own actions. So that's what we tell people. You know, knowledge is power, and getting knowledge of the future can change the present. So be careful when doing this. And when it comes to this hospital bed situation, you know, I've seen myself in hospital beds, and then I come to realize what they are. Like maybe I'm getting an MRI done, or I'm doing different little things that had brought me to this bed. And then I remember, I'm like, oh, that's what this is. So don't always think that when you see yourself in a hospital bed, that's like the end story and that's your end game. And, you know, I don't want you to worry, because these are things you're going to have to learn to interpret to let you know that certain events are coming up and that you're getting to certain mile markers in your life. So hold on, stay strong. You need any help with that, ask Faith and I or any of the psychics at My Psychic Connection, and we'll help you get through it one step at a time, honey. Congratulations. Welcome to being psychic. Hold on to your hat, honey, because it gets fun. Ask Faith. She knows too.
That's a journey.
LaDonna, thank you so much for your question. And honey, that's why all these spirits are around you. They can see that psychic light within you, and they're going to keep moving in your direction. So, good stuff. LaDonna, thank you so much for your question. We do appreciate you. It's absolutely awesome. All right, guys, we're going to go a little over our 2-hour mark because we do still have jumps. And if you guys want us to continue to stay, we will need to get more jumps on that. But right now, we still got 2 in line. So our next person in line is going to be Unique Smith. Unique, get us that question. She says, thank you so much. I'm psychic. Yes. Yes, you are. You just got to learn how to develop it now. This is where it gets interesting.
Interesting is an understatement.
Don't scare her, damn it. I'm trying to get her to embrace it.
I didn't say not to embrace it.
Right. Oh, and let's go ahead and announce tonight's winner. Tonight's winner is Taylor Washington. Taylor, if you're here, let us know. Taylor, you're the winner. Winner, winner.
Yeah, Bob Barker, let's tell her what she's won.
Tonight, Taylor, if you're here, you've won $20 going to your My Psychic Connection account. So you got to be on mypsychicconnection.com in order to get your free funds. So Taylor, if you're here, let us know. Send us a nice little post. Taylor, Taylor, Taylor. I feel like I'm at a Taylor Swift concert. Taylor Washington, let us know that you're here, honey. We're going to go ahead and Unique wanted to know, can you do a karmonic read on me? And she says, like, what does my karma look like? What should I expect in like a year or so? Not sure if it's possible.
I don't know how to. I'm going to be on Journey Night.
Well, the thing about your situation, Unique, is that you have a lot of things that are coming. So that's like coming to us and going, what's my general information? But your karma is not. I feel like you feel that you're. To be honest with you, when it comes to your karma energy, I don't feel that you're looking at it properly, and I feel like you think that you're being attacked. The thing about what's happening for you right now is not that you're being attacked, is that the universe is trying to get you to see that where you're at currently is a toxic situation for you, and that you need to be doing everything in your current power to move you in the right direction. That means saving money, looking for the new place, getting yourself out there, sharing your energy, doing the right things to help people. The right people do not help the wrong people, no matter how much they cry, because they're not really after that real help. They're after your psychic energy. They're after your soul energy. They're just after your energy in general. They zap you. And that's not what you need. You don't want that. You don't want to be, zap drained. That's why you feel like you're being attacked, because the universe is like, if we make this, this, and this happen, she's going to want to leave. We need her to leave. Why didn't you listen to yourself? Why didn't you listen to yourself a year ago when you wanted to leave? You need to focus on your next step, which is getting out of your current situation. And you and I had to talk about a man. The man doesn't live in your area, but will be in your area in order for you to meet him. When he is in your area, he's going to open the door to get you out. He's going to help you get out. He's going to make you realize that you want out of there. Even though under everything that's going on, you do want to leave. And so in this next year's time is you building up the finances you need, the house that you need, the strength that you need, getting out of certain situations, releasing the toxicity, getting rid of shitty people. Honey, here's the other thing I keep seeing is these comments coming at you. Little words. You heard the story, sticks and stones. I know that some people can throw some pretty big boulders, but girl, you're a fucking Power Ranger. Act like it. Stay strong. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Sometimes you just got to say, I don't need this. I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to have the last word, but there's a problem with you on that. You always have to have the last word. Sometimes it's not worth it. Your silence is worth more than 1,000 words, because they don't know what the hell you were going to say, and it will drive them insane. That's good. Let them deal with it, not your problem. You need to look at some of these situations and go, not my problem. You need to get your stuff together so you can move on. And I already feel that you have made enough stride and put together enough energy that you're starting to feel, I can get the hell out of here. Keep on that path. Don't fall back. She says, I really do. I want to take my babies legally and leave this hellhole. My 4-year-old just said, Mom, I told you you're a superhero. See? Power Ranger girl. I done told you this. But the thing is that yes, you want to do things right, and you need to do things right. And by doing that, you're being smart about it. That way, when you finally can leave, you don't have any attachments that are going to pull you back and stop you from your next step in your life. That's the next thing for you. You need to continue to keep pulling in your power, gaining strength, and getting yourself out of this situation. It's also saying that you need to be able to be open and vocal to those who deserve your energy, and rather than those who are draining you of your energy, because those people suck. Literally, they're zapping the shit out of you. You're not going to be able to go anywhere if you keep letting all these people drag you down. You won't have the strength, you won't have the power. She says, I definitely have, I'm getting into my power. Absolutely, take back your strength. Remember, sticks and stones. People say it all the time. Listen, well, I throw boulders. And I'm not throwing boulders at you. I'm throwing them in front of me so they can build a wall. So whatever you throw at me is going to hit that wall. Because you know what? Shit splatters and you don't need it on your nice dress. It's hard to get out of clothes. It's disgusting. You're an amazing person. You've done a lot of good things. You feel like you're being attacked. It's not an attack. This is the universe saying, get the hell out of here. You don't deserve to be here. Get the hell out of here. There are times in our lives where we're like, man, I feel like I'm being attacked. I don't understand what's going on. You're not supposed to be where you're at, and you're not listening to the energy that has been telling you to freaking leave. And before, it was your emotions to the other person that was keeping you locked in, because you're like, man, I don't want to do that, yada, yada, yada. Well, you're over that now, and now you're stuck. Now you got to fight to get the hell out of there. So keep fighting, girl, because you're going to win. She says, I'm dabbling into spell work. I'm so stressed. Stop the spell work. Bad decision. Bad decision. Back away from the spell work. The thing about spell work and things of that nature, when you're playing with energies and those forces, you're trying to find yourself with new good karma. Don't play with that. You have not been trained and you don't know the dangers that come from it. Kind of like when I had a lady that said, oh, I did a spell. I want some money, but now I'm super sad. I was like, what happened? I said, I see death. And that's exactly what happened. Her grandmother died. She got her money, but she got it from her grandmother leaving an inheritance for her, but she lost her grandmother because energy takes the easiest route. So if you are not specific on these, I mean specific about what you're doing when it comes to spell work, you're digging yourself a hole and you're changing things that wouldn't have been changed. Don't change free will. Don't change what will. Only you can change what will happen to you if you listen. I'm going to pass this over to Faith because I'm feeling some wisdom coming from that direction. Faith, what do you got?
Okay. So, just like I said, I've never done a I can't even say that word, a karmatic reading.
Yes.
As far as someone's karma. But here's what I will say. And some of this is going to be psychic and some of this is going to be from my own experience.
She goes, I get very detailed in my intention, but that's not the same thing. Intention and detail is different.
But here's the thing, Unique, and I'm not judging you when I say this. I'm telling you this from a psychic standpoint. It's not your job to change things. The universe will change things for you when you're ready for them. And because if you keep trying to mess with it, it's going to make the outcome that you want take longer. Because you're not learning the lesson that you're meant to learn because you're trying to manipulate stuff to be the way you want it to be. And we all want to do that, right? But sometimes the universe, God, okay, will have the same thing happen to you, the same lesson, until you get it. And what you have to realize is you're not in control of everything. I know you want things to change, and they will, but you have to let them and realize that you don't have any control over that. The only thing that you have control over is how you react to the situation. And trying to manipulate situations by doing spell work isn't going to give you the fastest, best result. You'll get a result, but it may not be what you want it to be. Just Journey gave the example of that woman. You know, that's the thing. Just like you could do a love spell and they could end up obsessed with you and try to hurt you. You know, so don't try to do things that are not within your own control. Now, that being said, I'm going to tell you something from a personal standpoint that happened to me. I thought, okay, and Journey can attest to this, because he knows he saw this happen. I thought, okay, I'm going to move. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to live closer.
And boom, you hit that thing. I'm going to be patient from here on out, and I'm almost paid someone to do some real work, not just return to sender or anger be gone. Don't do it. The person you're talking to does not know what the fuck they're doing.
No, you don't want to do that because it'll come back on you, and you don't want it to do that. You have a lesson to learn. That's why this keeps repeating. And what I was going to tell you is, I thought, and Journey is my witness to this, as well as some other people. I thought to myself 4 years ago, I'm going to move. I'm going to live closer to some extended family. This will be good for me. I'm going to change, and my family will be close to me, and it will be better. And what did Journey tell me to do? Journey, what did you say? Oh, see, Journey's ignoring what I'm saying.
I'm not ignoring what you're saying. I said a million things to you.
He told me not to do it. And
Yes, exactly.
And so did some other people, even some unpsychic people.
When it comes to your move, absolutely.
And
I also told you everything that would come in the outcome, and it unfortunately came to pass.
You did, but I'm saying this as a, to give you an example, Unique. I owned my own home at the time. I no longer have that home. I moved down thinking my family was going to be there for me and we were going to be family and I was going to get to go do all this stuff and it was going to be insane for me. That's not what happened. I got overly stressed out. I never had any money. I was alone. I did get a car, but not until the end of me living there. I was stranded because of where I lived. I couldn't even get to the store. I did move back to where I'm from, one state up, but I don't have my own home anymore. And I'm trying to
sound like me. That's what I was thinking of doing.
I was trying to rebuild everything. But your circumstances aren't good. Okay? I had a home and I could have fixed what was wrong in my life, but I thought just moving would fix it all. You need a change for your sanity. I thought my sanity would be fixed when I went there too, but it wasn't. Instead, my family tried to control the shit out of me. So, and the reason I share this is because I had to go through that to learn a lesson, to learn to listen to myself and to not think just because I think something's going to be a certain way or that I can fix it doesn't always mean I can fix it. So now I'm going through the repercussions of my choice because now I don't own my own home. Where I live is smaller and I'm having to rebuild everything. And it took me 4 years to come back where I'm from. Do I regret moving? No, not really. I mean, I do, but I don't because I got to spend time with some family and I do love them. They just drive me insane and I don't ever want to live near them again. But I had to go through that to learn that lesson. You can't just up and be unprepared. You have to listen to your inner self. Sometimes the easiest route is not the best route. And I thought, oh, this is easy. I'll go be with my family. It'll be good. But sometimes the easiest stuff isn't what you have to go through. Sometimes you have to go through the hard stuff to get to the blessing so that you appreciate the blessing. Because if you don't go through the hard stuff, right, you don't have a testimony to share with others about how you got through it. So that when somebody else is going through what you're going through, you won't have that story to share if you don't go through it. And you know what? It makes you stronger because you can say, I got through that. I did that. That was something that happened to me and it made me stronger. And then you can share it with somebody else that's going through something similar and lift them up. But if you try to always go through the easy way, you're not going to get that lesson. And honestly, when we go through things, it becomes a lesson and it becomes a reward. It doesn't seem like it when we're going through it and we're like, mother fudger, why am I going through this? Because we keep repeating the same lesson until we learn and until we see how resilient we are.
Says, is it too late to fix what I did, or should I let it go and let my guides handle?
What did you do? I think
this junk was tough to see my kids go through.
I know. Did you do Unique, I'm just going to be blunt with you. Did you do a spell?
I'm waiting on her response. She said yes.
Oh, girl.
I know.
Journey, I'm turning that over. Well, I'm going to say something and then I'm going to turn that over to Journey because he's more of an expert with that stuff than me. I don't do that. I don't play with that stuff. But here's what I'm going to say. I would suggest to you, and you don't have to have the belief system I have when I say this. I'm just saying this as a suggestion. Put your own belief in it when I say this, okay? I would suggest to you that you wipe your intention clean. Like, ask for forgiveness for your intention, okay? And say that you no longer mean what you meant when you did that, okay? And that whatever will be, but you don't wish any intention into that, okay? Journey, I'm going to turn it over to you, though.
All right. So when it comes down to you trying to break the ties to this energy, who was the person that did it? Was it you directly or did you pay somebody to do it? Because that's important about who sent the energy. And if it wasn't somebody that knows what they're doing, she goes, I was returning the negative back to the ones that sent it. She goes, I did it. Okay, good. What I need you to do is take everything that you used in order to do the return to sender. I need you to throw it all into salt. And you need to reword what you've done and use it as more of a protection versus a direct attack. Because you need to learn how to protect yourself. It's not harmful to protect yourself. She goes, it's buried. So go pour salt on the area that it's buried. Neutralize it. It's actually kind of good that it's buried because what happens with the earth, you did a return to sender and buried it. I'm going to tell you right now, it didn't go anywhere. If you buried it, the earth recycled it. It didn't go anywhere. That's why I've seen people who are like, I get this spell and then I put it in the earth. And I'm like, and you neutralized it. Good for you. They're like, what? Wait, what? I'm like, yeah, the earth recycles, dum-dum. You can't put that in the earth and expect it to work. That's what I'm talking about. She goes, it's a sour jar. Yeah, honey, but it's still being blocked by the earth. The earth is going to recycle it. It's going to take a really long time for that jar to break in order for that to recycle. But eventually it will shatter and it will recycle. By the time it actually does anything, I'm pretty sure, unless someone digs there or builds something on top of it, nothing's ever going to happen. So that's why I don't want you to feel that you're not being able to do something. I want you to know that what you've done, she says, works for me. I feel better now. Good. I'm actually glad you put it in the earth because you protected yourself without realizing you protected yourself. Good job. Somewhere something told you to put it in the ground.
I think she looked it up.
I feel like Spirit was guiding her to that direction to make her stop because she's trying to wipe her karma clean. And Spirit was like, you can't do that if you were doing hocus pocus. She said a worker told me. Now, see what I'm talking about? Not knowing what you're doing, but I'm kind of glad that they told you to do that because it neutralized it. Pouring salt neutralizes it. You need to take an Epsom salt bath and clean and cleanse and let all the negativity flow down the drain. You're releasing the negativity that you cause no harm and only want protection for your babies and yourself and those who truly have great intentions for you. That's what you need to be focused on. That's where your worries need to be, is within you and those babies. Honey, you're going to get the hell out of there. Don't you worry. This will all come. And all this chaotic energy that you're going through, once you're able to leave, will be done. She says, I did a 3-day cleanse and released it back into the earth. Okay. But I still want you to take an Epsom salt bath. I do not want you to be connected to that sour jar.
Don't mess with it anymore.
Nope. Leave it alone. Let the earth do its job. Let it recycle.
Don't do that anymore.
Right. That's why I always tell people to ground, because they can take that energy that's negative and put it into the ground. The earth recycles it and makes it neutral energy. She says, Roger that. No problem, girl. We got you. Unique. Don't dabble. Talk to me first. And then we can go from there. Talk to Faith. We'll walk you in the right direction, sweetheart. But don't do that stuff anymore. You're trying to change that energy. Don't let other energies interfere. Okay? She says, I feel like I just got a whooping from y'all tonight. It was just a small spanking. You're all right.
Let me go get a hickory stick, girl. Then you're gonna have a father whooping. Because that's what my mama used to do. She used to pull hickory sticks off of my grandma's tree every time we would go to North Carolina. They'd sit in the sun visor. When we misbehaved, she'd have us go get them, and she'd be like, pick your switch. Those of you that are not Southern or young people are not going to get that. Journey's laughing because I know he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, see, she says we called Dana switched.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that my grandfather built crab traps out of cedar. And there was these strips of wood. They're about not that wide, say about 12 to 16 inches long. We knew if we weren't good, they're going to pick one of them up and give us a little ass beating. So we knew to be good.
we had hickory sticks and we had a wooden spoon, and my mom painted a smiley face on the inside, and she called it Mr. Bill. And when we go to the store or something, if we were misbehaving, she'd count to 3, and she'd be like, if I get to 3, we're going to visit Mr. Bill. Nobody else knew what Mr. Bill was, but we did. And we didn't like it. But see, nowadays, kids don't get no whippings, or they'll go, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call service it.
She says, dang, you got it. A 2x4 whooping. Yeah, in a sense. It was a crab trap slab, so I knew.
Yeah.
We were pretty good. We were pretty good kids for the most part. And I already had my psychic vision at that point, so I knew if I did something stupid, I knew what was coming, so I didn't do it. I
bet your mama one day. I bet you were mischievous as hell.
In a sense, yes, but it was definitely fun. And my mom, to this day, me and my mom are like besties, so it's all good. I call her every day. We laugh about a bunch of dumb shit.
I know you do, because sometimes I'll call you and you'll be like, I'm on the phone with Mom, babe. She says hi. I'll call you back in 15 minutes.
Yeah, she says hi to everybody. She's a very person.
She's a very social mama.
Oh, yeah. She's an awesome lady. All right. Unique, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your ass whipping, but sometimes we need one every now and then.
What?
Wha-bam! All right.
I think Blanca's next, isn't she?
Yes, I was just about to push the button. Blanca D, throw us your question. You jumped the list. Guys, we are going a little bit over because we have quite a few jumps, so we're going to take those. And we love being here with you guys. This has been so much fun tonight. Feels like the old energy is come flowing back in, and I'm really enjoying it. This has been so much fun hanging out with you guys. All right, Blanca says, hello, it's me again, Margaret. Says, the girl with the most. Question, is that laugh out loud? Well, today was my husband's brother's birthday, and tomorrow they're doing something for everyone's birthday. That is in October. So far, 5 birthdays, but I was asking if he had a message for him or his mom.
You know what he shows me? They used to do this. I can't do it, obviously, because nobody else is here for me to do it with. But didn't they used to do some type of pull-in handshake thing where they would hug each other like, bro, man, bro. They used to call each other bro all the time. And they used to be real mischievous and wrestle and stuff. And he's showing me a time when he would play practical. They would play practical jokes on each other. Like I feel like when they were teenagers, they would hide from each other and like sneak up on each other and do weird guy stuff. You know, with his mom, he's saying she's not drinking enough fluids. He says she stares at my picture and cries all the time. He says, tell her to stop crying and give her. He says, I used to give her kisses all over her face. He says, I know this is not going to be my wife's thing.
Said Robert did that for sure, laugh out loud, but oh wow, that's awesome.
He says, tell my wife, and he says this is not going to be her favorite thing, but tell her I said, give my mama a kiss for me. He says, yes, woman, I know you don't like my mom, okay? I'm not saying you got to give her a bunch of kisses all over her face like I did, because I know she's not always your favorite person. Just give her a kiss and tell her I love her. And he says also, he's pissed because you guys are going to have really good food tomorrow. And he can't get that done.
She said, oh, okay, I'll definitely do that.
He said, and showing me like all this food. It's like casseroles and enchiladas. He keeps showing me like enchiladas, but I think that's because it's one of my favorite things, or I don't know, maybe you guys are going to have it. But he's showing me all this different food. And
Vegeta's. Yeah.
And
oh, how awesome. I'll enjoy every bit of that food for him.
Yeah,
you're a teaser. What a teaser. She's like, Anna boo boo, I can still chew.
Have you guys talked about having a pinata? Why is he showing me a pinata? He's showing me a pinata. Yes, maybe there's a pinata because he's showing me a pinata. He's also saying if your kids is going to get an earring, don't panic.
Wrap my butt off for the birthday.
Yeah.
Filled with candy. Candy.
You know what he says? Your son is going to be a hoarder because as soon as the thing busts, your son's going to be sticking candy down his shirt, down in his unmentionable area that he just had surgery on. Because you're going to find candy in his pants later, he said.
No, he better don't.
That's what he's showing me. He's going to have candy in his pants.
Not going to be a happy little camper if he does that. She goes, oh, no, not good.
No, well, I'm just telling you.
She said, I'll stop him.
You can stop. I hear you going, no, Maddie. But you're going to be laughing the whole time. Maddie, she's going to be going, hey, Maddie, give that to mommy. Give that. And she's going to be laughing while she's like trying to be serious. That's what's funny about it. He wants his brother to know something too. He says that his brother's going to be very emotional tomorrow. After the party, because he sees his brother going for a drive or sitting in a car and he's thinking about Robert. And he says he doesn't want him to be upset. There's no reason to be upset. He's still around. And somebody's going to get him some cologne because Robert's going to tell this person to get him.
She says, that's we're going home. What happened?
What, Journey?
Something weird just happened.
Okay.
She says, that's it. Laugh out loud.
He says somebody's going to get him.
Going, owie, home.
Yeah. And somebody's going to get the brother some cologne, and he says he's going to tell the person to, and he says it's stinky, but his brother will like it. He said, I wouldn't have liked it, but his brother likes it. So, he also keeps saying something about his mom's sugar. She needs to keep an eye on her sugar, Blanca, okay?
She goes, oh, really? He does so much for us, his brother.
Yeah. He's saying that he's worried because he does think there's going to be a little bit of tension at the party tomorrow, but he says it's from the kids. The kids are going to be hot and annoying. So don't think like you got to get them to chill, he said. But I don't feel anything bad or anything around them. Okay.
I should get him, and I'll check up on his mom.
I would. Well, Robert kept telling me cologne because he was saying he was going to get his brother cologne. He said it's stinky, but it's not what I would wear. He said it's what my brother would wear, and he keeps showing me a black box.
She said I'll get the best.
Of course you will. But he keeps showing me a black box with silver writing on it. I don't know what kind of cologne this is because I don't have a man in my life to buy cologne for, so I don't know. But I'm going to turn this over to Journey because I think they're going over there.
She said Robert approved. All right, Blanca. So I'm not sure if this means something to the brothers, but it has something to do with Robert's favorites. This is a basketball jersey that I'm seeing and a football jersey, but you'll have to choose between the two. But they're one of Robert's favorite teams, but it'll also be Robert's favorite player. If you were to give him that, his brother would know instantly what this is and what it symbolizes. It doesn't have to be one of Robert's jerseys or one of Robert's t-shirts. It just needs to be a symbolization of what Robert would have given him, because he would see that and he would know. He said something about a 40. I'm pretty sure you know what a 40 is.
I do.
His brother said, make sure you get him a 40. Because that's something that we would have done when we were younger. Robert says, give him a jersey, and the cologne is good. He said he'd already told Faith about the cologne. He knows that you don't really want to part with some of his shirts that he still has there. So don't do that because he knows you're not ready to let that go yet. And that's okay. So she says, I'm in my dreams, and okay, Jersey got it. And of Rob, she says, what you on my 40? So the thing about the 40 is something that they would do. She says, nope, I'm on it. So yeah, definitely make sure that you get him a 40, get him a jersey, get him some smell good, make him feel good about himself, let him know that his brother loves him, that he will be there for the celebration. He will be there in spirit, of course. I do feel like his energy will be around your son because of his situation. I know it's going to be hard to keep him from sweating because he wants to run around and play and do all kinds of stuff. But make sure you're checking on him that he's slowing down. And, make sure he doesn't overdo it because he's a kid. He's going to want to play. I got to stop this for just a second. Taylor, yes, you won, sweetheart. If you're on the website, let me know. MyPsychicConnection.com. You just won $20 to go towards your account. The thing is that there will be a love that his brother will feel, and he knows that it's not just from Robert, that it's from you as well, and it really touches his heart. So when he actually opens that, there will be emotional energy. I keep seeing Faith, when you said cologne, I see Jordan.
I think so too. I'm not really good with colognes, but I think now that you say that, and something was coming to me too, Journey, as you were speaking, not to interrupt your part of the reading. I'm not trying to do that. But one of the things that I saw too is, why don't you, because I keep seeing this, get him a birthday card that says happy birthday, brother, and make it from Robert, like as if the message was from Robert. Robert will tell you what to write. You'll feel it in your spirit. And if you need help, you can always contact me or Journey. But I feel like if you got a birthday card that said like happy birthday, brother, and then put a message in it from Robert, like Robert wrote it and said, happy birthday, brother, like thank you for everything.
Oh, okay, yes, I will. Thanks. I love this.
So if because I'm being told for you to get him a card like it's from Robert. This is happy birthday, brother, and then it doesn't have to be mushy. It can be funny, but then put inside it, happy birthday, brother. I appreciate everything that you've done for my family, and I'm here in spirit, and I'm celebrating with you, and I just thank you for everything that you've done for my family and carrying on for me. Because I think that will really touch him with the gift. And if you don't know what to write, call me and I'll tell you, because Robert, you know how he comes through. But I was shown that, and I was shown the front of the card is blue and it says happy birthday, brother.
It was black, blue, and silver.
Yeah.
Also, when it came down to it, the one thing there was a message that came through right away, right before Faith said when she said message, he also said to say in this card, thanks for stepping up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to convey.
The brother wasn't as out front as he is today. And he really has stepped up his game to be family oriented, other than just wanting to hang out with Robert.
And he really I really feel this very strongly, even though you've had family issues with them, he in particular wants to be a surrogate father to your children as much as he can. Not to take Robert's place, but to fill that void.
She says, same colors. To Robert, I love you. I got the card already. She says, really? Wow.
So, but if you need us to help you with knowing what to write, call us. I will be on the site tomorrow, so I'll be on about. My plan is to be on about 10 a.m.
So the last few messages of Robert saying, let him know that he sees that he stepped up to kind of fill up his shoes for now. He knows that you're doing a lot, but right now this is about the brother, but he wants his brother to feel special, and he knows that you know how to do that, and you know how to provide that for him. And I know this is going to, and I'm going to just say this right off the bat, Robert's saying it too. This may rub some family members the wrong way because it feels like you're outdoing everybody else. But this isn't about them. This is about the brother and him allowing Robert sharing through you to give to him to allow him to have a special day as well. This is not about them, and they will make it about themselves. So overlook that and say, all you got to do is say, wow, that was selfish, and keep talking. Give nothing else to them. Wow, that was selfish. I'm glad you like your gift. They're not going to know what to say. And oh well. Robert says this is about him. He needs to feel special. She guys, thank you so much, guys. Always grateful, blessed. And she goes, and I will go above and beyond. He has stepped up to the plate. It's been a really good energy between you guys. And he deserves it. And I'm going to split the camera because the last thing everybody needs to see is my dog licking herself. That's what I just saw in my back camera. I was like, and we need to share the screen.
You know what it is? Bella's like, it's my potty time, Daddy, so I'm going to intrude.
All right. Well, thank you, Blanca. We appreciate your question as always. Thank you guys for being here. Taylor, we did call your name and congratulations, and we see what your name is on the site. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there for you. You won $20 towards your first call. Plus, you'll get 3 free minutes to start the call. Then the $20 will kick in, and you can add to that if you want to take a longer read with any of the psychics on the website of your choice. It doesn't have to be myself or Faith. It could be anyone. But, you know, if you got favorites.
You know they do.
You just know. She says, woohoo! Congratulations, girl. We appreciate you for being here and hanging out with us and, you know, doing the jump on a show you didn't want to do a jump on. Sorry, it wasn't the person you thought it was reading that night. I felt so bad for her. I even asked her if she wanted to refund this. She's like, no, I'll go through with it. Why not?
Just remember when your favorites are on.
She goes, I definitely do have favorites, wink, wink.
Don't suck up now, Taylor.
Hey, I don't mind.
Me either. I'm just teasing.
All right, guys. Well, that is the end of our show. We've been here for almost 3 hours, so we're going to call it a night. Taylor, expect those funds to be in your account here soon. And we want to say thank you to everyone who joins us here, guys. Tune in on Monday at 7 p.m. We're here with Gifts of Faith with Psychic Insight. At 10 p.m., we're here with myself, Journey Ryan. And on the 12:30 hour, we're going to be here with Emma Rose. So, guys, we got a full week of readings coming your way. Guys, don't forget to share, like, love, subscribe. Love yourselves. Have a great weekend. Faith, always a pleasure.
It's always fun, Journey.
Absolutely. I'm always excited to be here with you. And like we always do, we're going on 9 years, Faith. 9 years, girl.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to get you this anniversary.
I don't either.
Listen, guys.
I do know what I'm getting you.
Listen. I got him an anniversary present last year, and he's still not used it.
I'm going to use them this year for the anniversary.
That's what you said last year.
I wasn't ready to open them. I just got them, and I don't want everybody on them yet. That's mine. That's mine.
Well, you know what I found, Journey? Though that I might get myself. They have a Disney version of that now. A Disney
I had a
version.
feeling that was coming. I just knew.
Like, holy moly!
I just knew that was coming. I absolutely knew that.
I even saw a Labyrinth version.
You know, I have a tarot card board game where you play the game and you get tarot cards throughout the game. And at the end of the game, all the cards that you have line up to be your reading.
Oh, I don't want that. I'd pick bad cards.
I was just saying, I thought it was a really cool thing. I haven't even played it. I just have it. And I actually ended up with it because the lady said it was haunted. And she's like, Journey, you're the haunted guy. Take that chip. I'm like,
well,
okay.
I'm definitely not playing it now. We'll be doing that.
How many haunted items do I have, Faith? I mean, that's like pretty much everything everyone gets.
50 million people. Listen, people, okay? So he wants me to come visit him or stay with him, okay? And his sweet little husband is petrified of spirits, just like me. So let me tell you something. I got health issues, and let me tell you, the first time I see any spirit material out, Faith is getting up, running with Steven, and we're going in the truck. I'm getting miraculously healed with my short tail, and I'm short, people. I'm like 4'11", 5'4".
And then I'll walk in the house and take care of it, and everything will be fine. The power will come back on, and you guys can come eat dinner.
I'll sleep in a tent.
I have those.
I know you do, because you listen, guys. He's tried everything for 9 years to get me to listen. He even painted a bedroom and was like, anything I did?
I did. I painted it pink and purple just for you.
He did. He's like,
All right, guys. This has been awesome. What? What'd you say, Faith?
and you even told me I'll give you your own bathroom.
Yeah. Your own bathroom? I even told you I'd get you a cottage for the backyard if you wanted your own space.
He did. And he told me I could have my dogs and another pet if I wanted. Listen, he's got a zoo. He's got a farm. It's Old McJourney.
Old McJourney. I do have a farm.
He's got chicks. Listen, they had pigs, y'all. With really cool names. He had a Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon, Applewood Bacon, and Flower. We named the black and white one Flower because she looked like the skunk from Bambi.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't flour like the food.
But her whole name was Pretty Flower. Because that's the first thing Bambi said when he saw the skunk. Pretty Flower. So that was her name, Pretty Flower. And she knew her name, and if you called it, she would haul ass across the yard to come see you. Because she's like, what do you got to eat? Because I'm hungry always.
Then he had roosters and chickens, and he had...
I love roosters and chickens, and we got ducks, and we got quail, and we got dogs, and we got cats, and we got snakes.
Little nugget or something like that. Like,
Chicken Nugget. His
Yeah,
name was
he had one named Chicken Nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken Nugget.
Mm-hmm. We also had a cow named Dinner.
Well, that was before my time, I think.
All right, Faith, you have a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight and giving all these people beautiful readings. From everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We want to say thank you so much. You guys have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday. From everyone here, good night.